So far, we've done 6 activities. We've done the people who do them. We've done how property gets sorted. Now, let's get to the thing that most of you are actually here for, brokerage. Today, we'll talk about what a brokerage is, stripped all the way down. Somebody has one half of a deal and they need the other half. A seller has a house and needs a buyer. A buyer has money and needs a house. A landlord has space and needs a tenant. A tenant needs a space and needs a landlord. So that's 4 jobs. Find a buyer for a seller, find a seller for a buyer, find a tenant for a landlord, or find a landlord for a tenant. And it's really one job said 4 different ways. Somebody hires you to go get the other side of their deal. That's it. That's brokerage. Everything else in this business is built on top of that one sentence. Now, a broker can do all of that alone. So the broker hires licensed agents to help. And that's your basic brokerage company right there. A broker and the broker's agents, all of looking for buyers, sellers, tenants, and landlords on behalf of the broker's clients. Let's make a notation there that the clients you have belong to your broker. Choose wisely. Most people who get licensed start out in residential houses. And that's the normal front door into the business, just so you know going in. Okay, let's talk specialization, because nobody does all of it. You can't. The market is too big. So brokers and agents narrow down, and they narrow down along 5 lines. Number 1, property type. Different properties have different features and different buyers. So you get residential agents, commercial agents, and that's office and retail. Industrial agents, land agents. Somebody who's great at selling starter homes is not who you call about a warehouse. Number 2, geography. And this one's practical. Your whole job depends on knowing what's happening with properties right now. What's listed, what just sold, what it went for. In a big market, you physically cannot track all of that. So you pick an area. Number 3, type of transaction. Because it's not all sales. You've got sales, but you also have leases and subleases, exchanges, and options. Every one of those runs on different paperwork and different rules, which is why a lot of agents pick one, especially on the commercial side. In a big city, commercial market, you'll find agents who do leases and agents who do sales. Number 4, type of client. Brokers represents buyers and tenants, not just sellers and landlords. But representing both sides can put you in a conflict of interest. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. So a lot of brokers just pick a lane. They represent buyers and tenants, or they represent sellers and landlords. And there's another version of this. Some brokers specialize in who their client is or why their client is moving. So you'll find a broker who does nothing but hospitals, or nothing but fast food chains, or nothing but relocating. Number 5, type of relationship. And this one is different from other 4. Traditionally, you work a transaction, the deal closes, you get commission. No deal, no paycheck. But some brokers have moved into an advisory work instead. You hire them for a specific task or project, and they get paid a fee, a salary, or a retainer. And they might not be trying to close a transaction at all. So what kind of tasks do they have? A comparative price analysis, a database search, screening prospects, a site analysis. Somebody wants to know what their building is worth or where to put their next location. That's the job you pay for. Last thing, what do you actually have to know to do this work? Market conditions, law, financing, marketing, ethics, heavy on the ethics, selling, communication, very heavy on the communication, and computers. All right, so here are your 3 questions for today. What's the core job of a broker in 1 sentence? Go get the other party to your client's deal. Number 2, name the 5 ways brokers specialize. The answer: property type, geography, transaction type, client type, and relationship type. And last but not least, what's different about an advisory relationship? The answer: you get paid a fee, a salary, or a retainer for the work itself, not a commission when the deal closes. Next time, we're finishing chapter 1. Trade organizations, including where the word realtor actually comes from, because it doesn't mean what most people think. And then licensing.